What's up, everybody? This is your man, DJ Square, now from the DJ Information Group. And check this out, y'all. We got a legend. We got a legend amongst us down there from H Town doing his thing, man. Been out there doing his thing, been putting out mixtapes, doing everything, working with some big artists. DJ Screw on the roster with DJ Screw, everybody. Who am I talking about? None other than the legend himself, Lil KeKe, man. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm great, man. Thank y'all for having me. I really appreciate it, man. I'm more than grateful. I'm humbled to be here. You know, from my journey and being on my run this long to be able to still reach out and connect with the DJs, it's 100. It's solid. I thank y'all for having me.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, I was sitting back and I was listening because uh, Big Said, I don't know if you know him, DJ Big Said, down there. He's the one that's down. He's at work right now, but he told us about you, and he said, he had connected with Lump. He knows Lump really well, and then he was saying, hey, let's get Kiki on here. And let's talk to him and also talk to him about of course his projects and then as well as the new stuff that you got going and started doing some research on you, man. And I'm like, yo, your catalog is crazy.
Yeah, man.
Y-
Yeah.
your work is
I
crazy.
don't I don't really do I don't do albums, mixtapes. I just do music. Like I just do music, man. I got maybe 60 of them on iTunes and Apple. And when I say 60 of them, I mean, I very rarely rap on other people's beats. I may have done mixtapes like that maybe once or twice. So out of those 50 or 60 albums that I got, they all songs. You
Mm.
talking 15, 20 songs. I just started doing 12 or 13 songs. I'm from 25 and 20 songs. I'm from that era. But most of the music I've done, so I don't even classify it as mixtapes, albums, or nothing. I stopped calling it that. I just do music. Now I do call it catalog music because I just keep adding to my catalog, and from the social media era, it's just become even bigger and even popular. Even my older catalog and my new catalog. So I just do music now. That's what I do.
Yeah, yeah. And see, and for a minute there, I knew who you were, but then you know how in the back of your mind you're like, you got so many people in your mind, you're not thinking. Then I was sitting there, and then soon as said South Side, I said, oh snap. I said, like, yo, he's coming. I said, oh man. So immediately I was like, yeah, yeah, I'm just excited to be able to have you here with us, man. And I know the rest of the DJs here, we're just really just gonna enjoy what you're gonna share with us, man. And we want to know
All
everything,
good.
you know, about what you're doing. And then of course, I was reading some things, man. But before I get into that, um, just for the ones that need a refresher, just tell us about yourself. I know that you got back there and you started hitting the streets in terms of your catalog is wise. I'm looking at 1992, 93. Is that correct? Somewhere around that time frame.
92, 93. I was a kid. I started with DJ Screw. I'm one of they call me the SUC captain. They call me that for a reason. I started with Screw when it was just me, Fat Pat and Screw kind of in the beginning. Well, not just us, but we started before, with y'all. We started in the early mixtape days of 92, 93. And then around 95, when we really started to heat up and Screw dropped his first album, which was 3 in the morning,
Hmm.
and that was the big album. I had the first single on that, which was called Pimp the Pen. That's the first SUC, the first screwed up single to ever go regional, nationwide, whatever it was. It was the first screwed up record to ever be on the radio. And that's what kind of gave me my start. That's the Draped Up and Drip song. And from there, my first album was Don't Mess with Texas. That's the biggest, that's the biggest independent album probably ever in the city of Houston. That's the album that produced Southside, a Houston anthem still to this day.
Hmm.
And Don't Mess with Texas. I call it the blueprint of the city. It's what gave my type of culture, the swinging, the music, the cars, the purple, the drink. It gave my type of music, my culture, the opportunity. And from there, man, 25 years later, I've done well over a couple million independent. I've been part of every game from the from the vinyl to the cassette to the CD, all the way right now to the streaming. I'm a big streamer all the way, so I've survived every part of the game, and I think it's just from being humble So that's me, man. I've had an opportunity to do a deal with Swisher House, which created Love by Few, Hated by Many, which created my next big song, which was which was I'm a G. And
Hmm.
like Lump said, he ran with me through my breakaway days where I did with Koch. I've done platinum in the ghetto. I've had a few deals. Universal was the one who did the Love by Few, Hated by Many, which produced I'm a G with Birdman. That's a big national anthem.
Mm.
Chunk Up the Deuce with Pimp C and Bun B.
Hmm.
That was the song that brought me back, So me and Power Wall, we just dropped the album called Slab Talk. Um, like I say, big songs with Beyonce, Big Crit, whatever you want to name, man. Big Crit, DJ Drama. I was one of the first ones to do a gangster grill in the city, me and Slim Thug. So the history goes on. I don't know what you want to hear.
Whatever,
That's what it is.
whatever you want to share. And I meant to ask you also, do you mind if this goes out to Facebook?
Hey man, everything go out to Facebook. It ain't no different, man. Do what you do. It's all good.
Cool beans, man. Well, I was looking at all the associate look just you doing some research and just like you said, Fat Pat, DJ Screw of course, Zero, Big Hawk,
Mhm.
Flip, UGK, Paul Wall, Slim Thug, Chameleonaire, Al Capone, Big Pogey, Young Red, all these cats, you know, and I was like, man, you've been busy. You was doing your thing.
Um,
You was really putting it out there. You was your body of work, man, speaks for itself, and it's dope, and that vibe that you put, man. I was like, yo, that's on the point. That's on point, and I really enjoy when I hear you, and I like your lyrics. I like the way you flow on them. I like the way everything moves, and you put it out there, and you have a message, you know, there's such a realness to it. So when you are in the middle of creating all these different projects, what's your initial thought process to like getting it going?
um, ever since I came in the game, I always painted pictures. Painted pictures of my situation, painted pictures of the ghetto, painted pictures where I'm from. I'm a storyteller. So, long time ago, man, I tapped into my lane. Like for instance, man, I just done a big song with Logic, Drake. You know what I'm saying? I got big records with both of them that's out right now. Where Drake came back and paid homage. I got a big record out with Logic right now. So I said that to say, no matter what else I tap into, I just stay true to what I do. You know what I'm saying? As far as telling these stories in the ghetto, and I just try to elevate each time as I and just try to stay adaptive with time. Like I still mess with a lot of young cats. I do stuff like I got a big record right now with DJ Chose. He the number one cat on Thriller and TikTok right now. But I'm still able to tap in with the young cats. So my creative mindset is for me to stay tapping into my relevance, stay adjusted to what's going on, but at the same time still be me. You know what I'm saying? Like I never really get outside of the frame. Once I figured the independent game out, now don't get me wrong, I understand the game, so I know how to make a lot of money off of it. I know how to eat off of it. I wouldn't just say make money off. I know how to live, survive, and really live off of it. So I make music according to what I need to do for my fans. But at the same time, I make music that, represents my message that I'm pushing at the time. So self-made was something that I was pushing the artists, independent artists, about getting up, working. If you had three things you were doing, do five. If you stayed up 3 hours, stay up seven. And that comes with being self-made. See, people think self-made is all about he think he did it. No, it's not about I did it all myself. I had kind of help lump throughout the years, whoever. It's about the pressure that I put on myself to be who I need to be to get this work done. That's about self-made. So when I did that, I done a series about it. I created merchandise, whatever I wanted to do, a whole branding situation of it, and it took off. I already had 713, which represent what I do, which is my city brand, but I wanted to do self-made. So when I went into that concept, I'm in a whole zone of it. So talking to younger artists, independent artists out the trunk, and I just started messing with self-made younger artists and self-made older artists. Big Crit, 8 Ball, Kevin Gates. I had all type of people. Scarface is on self-made one, and I just done a series of that, and that's where my mind was at. Just different artists, and I made that creative structure to do that series, and I done 3 albums off that. maybe 20, 40, 60 some songs. And I put those 60 songs in my catalog and it represents that where I'm at that time. Now I'm past that and I'm on to something else in my career, which this last series is my last series. You know, that's it. It may be 3, 4 of them, or it may be one, but it's my last one. And so I'm in that creative structure now of treating this next music that I'm about to do as if it's gonna be the last music that I'm gonna do.
Gotcha, gotcha. And I like what you say in self-made, and I like how you explain that. As self-made is not about, the arrogance or anything like that, but the things that you had to do to make who you are now, and make it better. And when you said pressure, I immediately thought about a diamond. It starts out as a piece of coal, something that's in the works. That piece of coal is something that's in the works, and then that pressure hits it, and over time, it becomes this most valuable thing. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's kind of it. That's kind of how I see you right now. Where you definitely have turned in you're this diamond that is shining bright. You have taken like your series and with all your projects, your whole entire catalog, and you have managed to touch the people who want to know KeKe, who want to know Little KeKe, and just really vibe with you, and then look for that next thing, which took you to. Because I was sitting and I was looking. He has self-made one, self-made two, self-made three, and I thought about that, and I was like, um, is it a series? Is it something that he's doing to work into like a documentary, or you know what I mean, something like that. But I thank you for explaining that. And now that you're getting ready to move to your next series, and you're planning all of that, I'm trying to get. I'm definitely getting your thought structure now of how you work. And man, that's unique, and it's awesome. So much
Well,
salute to you.
I try to tell younger artists, not to give up too much game. It's like you try in this game and music period. I try to control what I can control.
Hmm.
So what I mean by that is I'm in control of 1 million listeners, 300,000 Spotify, 200 is over there. So during this time, man, especially during the pandemic time, where it's really only thing left is Zoom. This here, you wasn't able to really do a lot of interviews. You wasn't really able to go um, to the radio station to do that. It made me zone in more to taking control of the fans that I'm controlling. Man, I got 300,000 Spotify, 300 Apple Music, 1 million over here on Pandora. So with this many listeners a month, why wouldn't I try to control that? So I tell a young artist that, hey man, what if you got 10,000 listeners over here, 5,000 listeners over here? You so wrapped up into a fan base that's not even yours yet, that you haven't created, when the one that you haven't created, that you have created, you have to learn how to dominate that and feed that. So the 1 million listeners, the hundreds of thousands of fans that I know tapped into me, I try to control that market. And as every year it gets bigger and bigger, you know what I'm saying? So I like organic numbers. I don't overinflate anything. I know how to eat off YouTube, Spotify, and all that regularly. So there's no need for me to inflate it so I can really see the growth of what I'm doing. Now it's always room for improvement. So I'm gonna tap into this zone to this Zoom interview and do it with the DJs, because maybe that's going to help me in creating more to my platform, turning on some DJs that wasn't turned on to my movement, turning on some that didn't know that the movement is steady going on. So as an artist, an entrepreneur, and a businessman, I just keep tapping into what keeps making me great. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing what I love, so the money that I'm making off of it that's just a plus. So that's what I do, man. I don't get outside of worrying about platinum over here, who gold over here, who what over there. I control the 1 million listeners, the 100,000, the 50, the 75, the whatever. I control that, and I just try to keep gaining off of that. That's what I do.
Well, you know what? Just in what you're saying there, man, is a great lesson. Number one, you didn't put the money first because you know the money's going to come.
Yeah.
What you did is you concentrate on your base, so that then you build in essence, you're building a relationship with them, and you building through and you through it, and they're following you. And so they're looking for that next big thing that's coming from you. and that
Mm-hmm.
then turns into word of mouth. More, you getting free marketing with 300 some thousand people. That could easily double because all they got to do is tell one person, and and you doing that, just really thinking about it. So salute to you, man, on how you manage that. It's very, very uh, good that you are able to share that information because you got a lot, like you say, the younger people, they want the micro, I call it the microwave effect. They want
Mm-hmm.
it fast, and then they get that, and then they'll say, okay, that's done. I've cooked that one to death. Let me try something else. But see, you're lasting the tests of time. Like we said, back in 1992, 93, and you're still current to this day, which means that you have a range of people that you are able to reach and connect into, you know? So, and that's a beautiful thing because then by you doing that, of course, you're able to connect the generations as well. People can look at you and say, you know what? He's been doing this. He knows this. He's an OG with it, and he knows how to connect people. He knows what he's doing, and he's staying relevant. Whereas you got a lot of people, a lot of these artists nowadays, they look at OGs or something, they be like, he don't know what he's doing. But when you drop something like the stuff we've been hearing, we've been like, wow, he has this.
Oh, I'm real big on keeping up with time. And man, like I'm not one of them OGs that's forcing my game on you. If you decide to tap in or you're intrigued about what I'm saying, if I can give it to you, I do it. I'm not one of them one, hey man, you got to do this and you do that. Because I've been young before. And I know, I know it takes time to mature into even want to hear someone else's opinion, what they think, or how I get down. So with me, I try to let them know that I'm relatable to them. Even though I want to do it like that, even like when y'all get through, man, check it out. The been there, done that with me and DJ Chose. Yeah, he's a young cat. He likes auto tune. He does this here, but when he come do a record with me, it's still gonna be street and gutter and relatable to my fans.
Hmm.
Self-made 3, the whole thing, man, is I make music, man. You can put in self-made 3 right now and you can ride from start to finish and you can be 20, 30, or 40. It's the same way I am with cars. I'm real big in the car game. You know what I'm saying? So my cars, when I put an old school together, I can sell it to a black man, a white man, 20 years old, 30 years old, 40, 50, any type of range. So that's how I'm able to last the test of time because I never made music based on my older fan base, my new fan base. I made it on a creative structure of making everybody tap in. You know what I'm saying? Now you're gonna get some people that gonna say, man, I don't want to hear no Lil KeKe, man. He from the 90s. So until you hear it,
Right.
and you like, oh, well, Lil KeKe, he's still kind of right here though. You know what I'm saying? And the other test of time of the relevance and not to be bad, it's not a lot of people from my era. You can't name a lot of people that made records in 93, 94, 95, 96 that still hold the type of relevance that I do. So with that being said, I'm not saying it from a capping standpoint. I'm saying I'm blessed, I'm grateful to still be able to tap into everybody's, what everybody do. And that's just what I try to do.
Well, that's a beautiful thing, man. And salute to you on your projects and your catalogs, man. Powerful stuff, man. And like I say, I can't speak about it enough. You just do you are an icon. You are a legend with it, and you're doing your thing. Something else I read about you, and I just want to ask if it's true because you know how it is when it comes to the internet. You can't always believe, but um, community service.
Mhm.
Um, did you receive an award from President Obama?
Yeah, I did.
Tell me about that.
Um, that's a strange thing. And it just happened crazy. Like it's like this. It's not like people want to misphrase it. And did you go to the White House? No, it's a award that President Obama gives out. Let me decline the other. It's an award that my fault. I forgot. It's an award that President Obama gives out, and it was a lifetime achievement award. It wasn't just me in the running for it. It was people, all kinds of people that when I won made me feel like I don't even know how I got it because it was Purple Heart veterans and people who did this and that. But man, a long time ago, man, I'm real big in the Little League football community. You know what I'm saying? Like sports with kids, period. I put a lot of money into it, a lot of time, and man, I just ended up getting blessed for it. He ended up choosing my story, and I ended up getting it. Man, I learned a lot from that, man, because it was people who just felt like I didn't deserve it. Why? Don't know. It was racial. You know, that was my first time being involved in something really, really racial. Man, I heard a lot of things because it was trending so big, and I tapped into it. I'm not a comment guy. I'm even keeled, tough skin. I don't care too much about comments, good or bad. But getting that award and it was trending so big on Facebook and around the world, I kind of tapped into the comments of it. And man, I was seeing people in the army, you know what I'm saying? Like different people, man, they was just like, they couldn't believe, you know, why would I? But in my thing, man, I also had people who was on my side and just like, hey, man, you've done a lot. You blessed. You put in work in the community. And don't be ashamed and be afraid to accept something that God bless you with. So it was a great thing. And it's on my wall in my office right now. It's a great accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I am proud of. So yeah, it was for the community, man. It was from a give back that I do with kids and something that I love to do, and I'm not expecting a dollar from.
And you know what, man? You should never have to be apologetic about something that's true and genuine to you. And especially when you are working in a community. And on top of that, you have the impact that you have by working with the youth. You know what I mean? You're working with the youth, and they will forever, ever remember you in terms of you helping them through, the little league football or whatever it was, or whatever you did, or your donations, or getting out there and speaking to them, because that was what you were doing. That was in your heart, and that was real. You get what I'm saying? So kudos to you on that as well, man. And then on top of that, when I read that, I was like, wow. I said, I don't know if he's thinking about it like I'm thinking about it right now. Not only did you receive that award from the president, but you received it from the only black, well, not the black, a black president. You
Grab
go.
a water. You good? I'm listening to you. I'm grabbing the water.
So that is definitely a historical moment in itself. Something that big. Because that's not something that comes through every day. You get what I mean? And for you to have that and being able to show that and say, you know what, this is what happened. This is a testament to my work. Outside of my craft, even though my craft may have been a platform for that to assist or whatever it may be, but you did a great thing, man. So congratulations to you on that. Keep doing what you do on that. Yes,
Oh,
indeed.
thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you. Hey, it was an honor. You know what I'm saying? I really, to be honest, it shocked me. But at the same time, man, this game is shocking. You never know. It wasn't something I tried to get or I applied to do. It happened out of the blue. So that was a great thing about it.
Yes, indeed. So, of course, man, I learned a lot about you, and I could sit here and talk to you forever, because, of course, I was sitting back and we were just now listening to Don't Mess with Texas, and we were listening to, a couple of other joints that you have. And what we'll do is we'll just put a couple of them up at the end, and maybe you could talk us through, a couple of those joints. But I wanted to make sure that I at least shared the time with the DJs who were here, so they get a chance to ask you some questions and move from there. So
All
um,
good.
we're going to start out here with the what we're going to do is we're going to start out with the founder of the group, and we got Lump here as well. So I'll make sure I hit him up. But I wanted to make sure we start out with the founder of the group, and that's DJ Rod Flash, the DJ Information Group. And this group is designed around, what his vision was, and he brought several of us along with him, was the fact that this is going to be a group about teaching and learning and sharing and uplifting the members and the culture, and continuing to stay tapped into the culture and the history, because we have such a rich history, as it relates to music and hip hop and everything else. You know what I mean? This is our lives. This is part of us, and this is who we are. So I want to go ahead on and turn it over to him, and he'll start the questions off.
Salute to you, KeKe.
All good. Appreciate it, my guy.
I have a question. Since you came up with Screw, did you know, or did y'all have an idea that that music would catch on worldwide?
No, no, no. We didn't go to Screw House to we didn't start really even tapping into the part of trying to make it a career standpoint for a minute. Like the first couple of times, this was a homeboy thing. Screw do tapes, he do mixtapes. We just wanted to go over there. Hey man, my first couple of flows and my first couple of freestyles, I just was worried about getting them heard in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Really, to be honest, if I could just get them heard in the hood, I was good. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't even, we definitely didn't, like I tell people all the time, man, I've never done a talent show. I've never done a demo, none of that. We went straight from Screw House straight to boom. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely didn't go into it from a musical standpoint of thinking it's gonna work or it's gonna do this. It kind of just all went to rolling.
Thanks. That's it.
All right. So we're gonna bring let's see. Lump, are you want me to bring you in now? You want me to hold off to the end?
I just wanted to say, KeKe and I always had a cool relationship. When he first met me, you know, you got to remember, KeKe was like 19. I never will forget the first time I took a picture with him. We was at Soundwaves, which was one of the largest stores here. And I say took a picture with him because I just ran across, you know, I'm a photographer. So that ability to actually go on a road with him, and for all of the DJs who are on here who have probably heard the song Southside, I never will forget this, man. We were in a car, and Screw said, and DJ, and then KeKe said, Lump, you think Southside is big where we from? He said, wait till we get on this road, man. Bruh, we started in Corpus Christi. I have never in my life seen some of the things and how his music touched people. It was strange. It was really strange because I just know the cat that I used to see from a distance before I met him, and I saw how much energy he had. And when he says he has a love for it, it was just different. But my point is, when we first started, Key, I was like, Key, we had a different kind of conversation in the car. I was like, Key, I promise you, man, I'm gonna get you everywhere on time. I know you like the green tobacco. I smoke brown tobacco, you know, and at the time, you know, we was younger. So I said, Key, with every city we go to, bro, I got you on that part, but let me get you there. But I'm gonna have my strap with me because, you know, at the time, man, it was a little funny during the 90s. And he trusted me, bro. And I said that to say this, relationships are everything. And when I got a chance to get close with him on that road, he came back, I found out that he was a football coach. Now, y'all have heard him rap, but I'm here to tell you something, man. His calling is coaching. That's how come he got that award, bro. Slipknot, when I tell you that this man is an almanac, you know, like them dudes when you go to the barbershop and they be waiting for you to mess up to get a fact straight. This dude is a for real coach, man. Like, so for him to get that award from President Obama really made my heart grow because I know what he did. He was selfless with it. He was very, very selfless with it. And the other thing that I'll say is this: to be doing this 20 plus years and to still remain consistent with it and to still sell records, like he got a tape on, which self-made was it, Key? Miss RG's, what song? What's the name of that song? What's the real name of that song? With you, Zero, and Mike D.
It's called How We Miss Our G's. I think it's Miss Our G's 2. I just named it Miss Our G's 2. That's on Self-Made 1, I think. It done well.
Yeah. Here's my thing, man. The one thing that I love about this call right here, Key and Slipknot, is this. A lot of the DJs who are already on here, whereas some of them may just be getting introduced to the music, I implore you just to go back and listen to the music simply because you'll see the growth, but you'll see the consistency, and you'll see how he grew his fan base. And Miss Our Jesus, the reason why I bring that song up is because I personally get mad because a lot of the DJs here, they wait till you guys in other cities blow these records up, and then they kind of come back around, which is, I think, every artist story in every city. But when you start talking about the SUC, and you start talking about people who put the work in, and you start talking about who's original and who's not, sometimes I think I probably get a little bit more personal with it. But the one thing about Key is this: whenever you call him, he pick up. If he don't pick up, he might call you 2 days later. But the thing about it is, it's about relationships through this thing, man. And we've seen it happen. That's just like when he did Got to Be a G. And Baby, you know, Baby and I have a really cool relationship. And we got a chance, man. Like, Key didn't really realize how cool Baby was. Now, Baby, when I tell you that Baby loves KeKe, say, man, when I tell you the stun of them, I remember what club was that? He jammed us up and he was like, Key, I got to get you. I got to get you over here to Cash Money. Key was like, man, I love you, Stunner, but I'm about to stay over here, man. But
Oh
but
my
my
God.
point is just simply, you remember that, bro? We used to have so much fun, and then when we shot the video, it's a different kind of love that this dude had. That's how come I promote him so much, because Southside, like I said, it was huge. It was a lot bigger than what I thought it was. And then more importantly, wherever he went, he was able to secure relationships that literally he still has a day, and he's even in better position with these cats than I am now. But for those who don't know him, you got to understand a lot of work goes into this. And when you see how he's mastered his voice is really an instrument on a lot of these records. But the connection that he makes with fans, say, man, it's different. They did a countdown about 10 years ago, and I think it's still through today. And they just did Houston records. And Southside is always number one, man. Like
Oh, that's
Southside
enough.
is always number one on 97.9. Like they don't do it like they used to, but when they did like the 50 top songs in Houston, bro, if you don't have at least 5 KeKe records, I said at least 5, and I'm being gracious right now. It's a reason why he's lasted this long, because he takes the music seriously. And the other thing is he makes it personal with the DJs. So for every DJ that's on here, check out his social media, man. And I'm not saying this because KeKe knows. He got product. That's the thing he ain't talking about. I'm mad at him about that. His self-made product, his merchandise game is incredible. Like right now, he in there mailing that stuff out. I see it, and I'm coming to get my package soon, bro. I promise you I am. But my point, see, and that's how he stays relevant, man. It's real crazy, man. But Slipknot, I just wanted to say, like, first of all,
I'm gonna
I
get
salute my
y'all
partner.
send me y'all business. I'm gonna send everybody something. I'm big on the merchandise game. I just don't do it. And I don't mean to interrupt. I don't do it too much in the I do pop-up shops, I do hear that, but I do real big on it. And I'm real personal, just like I am with the fans. I like my kids, my family, they come in and help. But I'm just sitting in the crib doing my thing, man. I pack up 40 or 50 of them myself. You know what I'm saying? And just do what I do. But I'm able to last that long and, man, have these different relationships because I made mistakes. I made bad choices. I made bad decisions sometimes, and I'm just able to live through them. I'm able to still look at people and look at them face to face, and just as much as I forgive people for things I've been through because I need to be forgiven. So, man, I try not to put most of my personal life into my business, but I try to my character of who I am. I just try to make sure that I'm able to last, and that's how I'm able to still do music. I'm real serious about how I take my music. Like I say, man, I love Self-Made 3. I'm not promoting it because it's my new album out, but it's a testament when you hear it. It's a testament of where I came from and how I'm still here, man, and how I just continue to try to get better with time. I stick to my roots, but I try to get better with time. God has blessed me to understand that the game that I'm in, how to network, how to keep on moving forward, man. And nothing is perfect, man, about this. Nothing is perfect. From the merchandise standpoint, I just had to promote it. I promoted at the end, but I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? God has done a lot for me with that. You know what I'm saying? And I just try to make even with my merchandise, it's tapped into my personality. When you go see my merchandise, it's tapped into my personality of what I do. Like right now, I'm wearing this. You can't see the hat; it's a little bird, but I'm wearing the key to the city. 713 is my brand. So this key right here is a key with the timeline and the city timeline, and it's a key to the city. So when I send you one of these hoodies or send you one of these hats, I'm giving you a key to 713, Lil KeKe, key to the city, 713. So I'm real strategic with everything that I do.
Man, let me tell you that you not and Lump, he brought that up, and then with you talking about your artistry, and then being able to have the merch, and just really tap into it. You got it's like a full package, because now, like you say, you got those boxes packed up over there, your followers, and we talked about the 300 and something thousand people, so, and if they just tell one, and then you got merchandise that they could pick up, even if it's just a hat, uh, just think of the funds that you have coming from that. And then I like something else that Lump said as well, is that you know you have another gift. You have
Oh, yeah. Listen, man. Listen, man. I'm serious about that coaching. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm for real. Like on some coaching in Little League. I've coached 7 seasons, 6 seasons. I've been to 4 Super Bowls. I've won 2. I've lost 2. Man, I ain't lost 10 games total and all of that together. I call the plays, I pick the players, and then I put my own staff together. I haven't coached in about 3 or 4 years because my baby boy, he 15 now. I stopped when he was about 11 or 12 because I'm real tapped into what he got going on. 11, 12, 13. Now I'm finna get him, when I get him to, he's real good. He real good. You know what I'm saying? Now he getting ready to go in the track right now. They just got through with football. It was a crazy pandemic season, but their last game is this Thursday. Now, when I get him to the 11th grade, when I can kind of let him go, I got to walk with him a little bit more. And when I let him go, then I'm coming back. Oh, man, I put the team together. Hey, man, let me tell you something. When my family here that I'm about to go back into Little League football, everybody is sad. They mad. They know it's over. It ain't finna be no Saturdays. It ain't finna be no trips. We ain't going nowhere because I'm finna be locked into this here for 4, 5 months straight. Man, and it was driving me crazy because I would own the team, coach, my kids playing. Man, I'd be wrapped up all day. So when I stopped about 4 or 5 years ago, everybody in my family was extremely happy. You know what I'm saying? We finally going back to Miami, out of town, taking trips. Because when Little League is in, ain't none of that going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I really love football, and I love it because I don't do it for cash. And it's really one of the only things that I don't do for money. You know what I'm saying? So, and I really, really, really love it. But my next time I'm going to come back, I'm going to own my own league.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's not going to be just my team. I'm going to have my own league, 10 or 12 teams in it, about 15 teams in it in the city. And I'm going to do it like that. I'm working on that right now. So that's my thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And Deion Sanders is my partner. Me and him close. So don't be surprised, man. Y'all see me. I'm trying to be a scout for Jackson State. That's my thing. Football is my thing. And that's what he mean by almanac. If y'all need a good argument, you need a good sports argument from the rooter to the, I'm the man. I'm tell you, I'm the Stephen A. of the ghetto. I'm telling you right there.
Hey, look, so much so that his son's there. I'm gonna let you tell. Now, first of all, me and KeKe big Laker fans. Y'all know I'm from LA, but I live in Houston. But here's the thing, though, man. We so much Laker fans. KeKe, tell him what your son name is, the youngest.
Oh, my youngest son named Kobe. His name Kobe. Yeah. Kobe, my favorite player all time ever. And my son was born in, my baby boy was born in, I think, 2005, right still during the run. You know what I'm saying? But Kobe's my favorite player all time. So I'm not the one you want to have the GOAT, LeBron. And now Mike is the GOAT, but I'm not the one you want to have any kind of LeBron arguments with because I'm a Kobe fan all the way to the core. My son's name is Kobe, but I'm a big football fan. Cowboys, Texans, football, man, I'm a fanatic. What it is, fantasy, gambling, Las Vegas, point spreads, bookies, whatever I'm all that, man.
I hear that, man.
Yeah. Sundays at my house, I want it clear. 5, 6 TVs on, direct TV, Sunday ticket, games over here, computers up with gambling on, phones with fantasy on. That's how it's rocking over here on Sundays, man.
Man, I know the sports fans, your home the sports love you, man.
Oh, they love. Oh my God, they love me. Please,
that's
they
all.
love me.
That's a beautiful thing. Hey, man, and also, like I say, it's your outlet. It gives you that time away. So, but overall, you still stay connected in what you're doing because you have a core. You have a powerful core, and you're able to tap into these things as you need them. Whether it be your R&R, rest and relaxation, or getting into the things that you love, then you get over here into your music that you love, your kids, the teams, all of that. So that's good, man. It's like.
Oh, well, let me say this before I forget. Not to interrupt. Let me say this before I get. I have my own beer. It's called Chunk Up the Juice. It's through Spindle Tap. You can tap in it. I have my own soda through Exotic Pop. It just came out 2 weeks ago. It's the Black Cherry Don't Mess with Texas edition. It's real big. It's out all over through Pepsi. It's an Exotic Pop product. I have my own smoke spray that you can spray in your car after you get through smoking cigars, smoking whatever you're smoking. You can put it in there. It kills it. It's called Smoke Shield. So I'm into a few things, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just try to keep staying relevant. Now, I didn't get to tell y'all that, but I didn't want to forget, because sometimes I do forget to tell people about the other things that I'm tapped into. But my beer, my soda, my merchandise, it's just a part of me just staying relevant with the fans, man, and doing what I do. I have a mouthwash getting ready to come out. You know, that's gonna be kind of simultaneously with the spray. You'll be able to spray the car, but you'll be able to drink the mouthwash kind of, you know, man. So I'm just trying to tap into whatever. I have my own podcast getting ready to drop. It's gonna be beautiful, man. It's different. I'm not gonna reveal too much about it because I don't want everybody to do exactly how I'm gonna do it. But my podcast is crazy. It's called Legend Talk. I do a real big thing in the morning. You know, most mornings I promote motivation, self-made, you know, just different things about how to stay. And Legend Talk is for whoever. It's not for a bracket of money. It's not for it's diverse. It's not for a skin color. Hey man, if you can get up and just adapt to life, this is what Legend Talk is about. And we got the podcast coming in about 30 or 45 days. It's been on a delay because of all this COVID, and I can't really do everything that I need to do. So that's another way that I stay relevant. I just try to keep tapping into everything that's happening, man.
Well, you are definitely an entrepreneur to the umpteenth level with all the things that you're doing, man. So that's a beautiful thing because overall, especially in this pandemic, one thing that I've learned about this pandemic, and you can probably attest to this, is that this is where that thing, multiple streams of income, really shows just how much it helps.
Oh my God, man. I don't care if you can get $1 of money off something right now. You better get it. You know what I'm saying? Man, hey, listen, man. I've done everything. I got CBD. And say, hey man, listen, man, I'm into, hey man, if you call me, I'm testing it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's serious. It's that serious because at the end of the day, you got to take advantage of your platform as much as you can and while you can. Man, this game ain't for everybody and it ain't gonna be here, man. That, you know, for everybody. You know, I got people that I know that came in 3 years ago and was hot and crazy, and we don't know where they at right now. So me trying to survive 25 years of it is not as easy as somebody think, man, because you can blow away in a quick of an eye.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, I'm gonna keep going here because you and I see that we can continue to have a conversation, especially on all the different things. So, but I'm gonna go over to I don't know if he can talk. Maybe he can give me a thumbs up or whatever he can talk. But he's labeled on as the H Town boss. DJ Big said, you got anything you want to say real quick, bro?
I'm still at work, bro. You got to give me about 10 more minutes.
Gotcha, gotcha. So we'll come back to him. So then let's go over here. Let's stay in H Town with DJ Big Dooley. What's up?
What's up, KeKe?
What up, my guy?
Hey man, me and you met before at the studio with Brandon when he had his workshop.
Cypreme?
Yeah,
Oh, that's my man, Cypreme.
yeah. But a big fan, man. Also, I met your son there at
Oh yeah, you talking about at the event that he did with the
the workshop.
yeah, the workshop. Yeah. I had my son with me. He think he want to be an engineer. My oldest son, he think he want to do all that, man.
He came spit some bars.
Yeah, yeah. I done. That was for my freestyle CD, ABA
Yeah,
5.
I
Yeah.
catered. I catered that event, and
Okay.
your wife tasted my food because she was telling me she catered,
Okay. Okay. All right.
and she gave me big props. She gave me big props.
Okay. She thinks she got something. She thinks she pretty
Yeah,
tough.
man. I just want to tell you, man, continue much success, and man, I support you any way I can.
Thank you, my brother. And we're gonna make sure we support you. Man, you know what, dog? Let me tell you, man. I do a lot of. I'm finna kill you with it. You left me a message. You left me a message telling me that same story right there, didn't you?
I think I did.
Yeah, about something about the studio and my catered. Your wife tasted. You told me this already in a DM or something, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on it. I just be having 1,000 things going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you just got through telling that, it refreshed. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not following you, and it was in a message request, and I still have it
On
because what
IG.
I do sometime is something that I want to get back to. I'm gonna slide it over to the side. I just have hundreds of things, and that's how I'm able to recall it, because exactly how you just told that, you told that to me in a message where you said, "Hey man, I done such and such, and I catered, and your wife tasted, and then I can't think of what's your IG name.
DJ Big Dooley.
I have to check that. All right, big bro, we're gonna have to support you and see what you got.
All right, appreciate it.
All right.
All right. So the next DJ we're gonna go to is DJ Mike L. What's up, my man?
What it do, what it do, what it do.
What's up?
Man, first off, I want that same 13. That's what I want, first of
I
all.
got you. Got you, man. Key
Hey,
to
look,
the city. I got you.
man, you're a man of many talents now. I salute you for that. My first question is, I always ask this question. Do you do DJ drops?
Yeah, man. I'm from. Hey, listen. Now I do them by request. I don't do them as much as I. Now let me tell you something. Because it is, sometimes I drop some singles and stuff, and I do them through Vertical, right?
Right.
Man, it'd be about 500 of them come back at one time. I'd be like, Lord, I just can't knock it. I just say,
I feel you.
I just ain't as tough as I used to be, Lord, but do it 300-400 of them at one time. But I still do them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want one, we get through, I get you. Yeah, I do them all the time. It's no thing. But hey, man, when they come in 200-300 at a time, it be knocking the fight out of me, man.
Oh, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. And how was it like working with Paul Wall? You work with Mike Jones too?
Well, I've done music with Mike. Mike was he was in his transition to moving on when I kind of went to go do my situation with them. Me and
Right.
Paul like brothers though, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just done a whole album, me and Paul. The Slab Talk, crazy. It done real well. It came out during the pandemic. Man, we had a big run that we was gonna do with it, but we got caught in the pandemic with it. So we still dropped it. We dropped it June 6th. The first single off of it was Riding 5. Man, it done well. Man, we kind of got a break on it, which was real good. What I mean by that was a lot of people had pulled their records. Right. Nobody was wanting to drop nothing in the pandemic. Everybody was kind of nervous. Like, damn. So a lot of people pushed it back, man. We dropped it and done great numbers on it. So, yeah, me and Paul, we work all the time. We didn't get to finish it, do as much as we want to it, but go check it out, man. It's called called Slab Talk.
Oh, that's what's up. And Southside, like, tell me a little bit about that. Like, where did it stem from?
Oh man, it's just, man. I put it to you like this: the version that y'all got, that's out. The actual song. It was a couple of versions of it before then, because I didn't been to jail and made the song, and I didn't came home and then rapped it over Friends beat. It's just a lot of story to that, but it has so many. I tell people, I just tell you this part of it. It wasn't meant to be a dance. I never went into it saying, man, I'm gonna make a dance song, and man, I don't dance, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I would never take the dance part off of it, because it might be the most popular part of it 25 years later.
Right.
But at the time of making it, dancing had nothing to do with it.
Cool. Okay, well, that's all I had for you, but I'll be getting with you on that 713 though.
Let's go, man. I got you. Selfmade713.com. Just look on there and see what you got, and I got you. I got all type of stuff. Selfmade without the E. SLFMADE 713.com, man. Check it out, man. I got all kinds of products on there.
Okay, I got you. Salute to you, man.
Big salute.
Cool beans. So the next DJ we're gonna go out of Detroit on this one. DJ Michael Lee. I don't know if he's at work, but there he is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here. I rolled in a little late, but hey, I'm glad I made it. KeKe, how you doing, man?
How you doing, my guy? I'm great.
I'm good. DJ Michael Lee from Detroit. Now I understand what Brett Favre was about. I didn't know you were a football fan. You got Brett Favre, and now I know what Chunk Up the Deuce is about too. Hey, I just want to give you a shout out, man. Hey, I'm glad to see what you're doing. Keep yourself busy, stay focused, man. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. I like to hear that.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, man.
Best wishes to you.
Same here.
I'm gonna check out some of your gear too. I seen some of your 730,
Check it out, man.
31
It's
gear.
nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna check
Number
some of it
everybody.
out.
It's Legend Talk. We got the Self-Made. We got 713 represents the city. Got a few things, hats, hoodies, caps. So just let me know, man. The music on there. Some of my all 3 self-mades on there. 1, 2, 3. So it's a few. I haven't put the sodas or anything like that on there yet, but I'll have the rest of the products and stuff like that in maybe a week or so.
Good deal. All right, keep it up, bro.
You too.
All right. So let's go over here to DJ Swerve. Are you still at work, my brother?
There we go.
Yo, Key, I'm about to get up out of here, but before I go, you know what I'm saying, salute to you, man. And I'm definitely up on you and your music. You know what I'm saying? I've been hearing you all the way back from Cornwall and all that. You know, I'm from New York City.
Oh man, appreciate it. I just did Sway a couple of days ago in New York.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I didn't get to go. I always go. I went for Self-Made 2. We actually went in the building. I got one of the biggest freestyles on Sway. Google that. My freestyle on Sway was real big. But yesterday we just did the interview. We done it just by. It was great. We posted it last night. So I love New York, man. Believe that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, you know what I'm saying? Definitely our language. Next time you up this way, I'm saying, holler at me. I was at this time last year. I was out in Houston for the first time. You know, what I'm saying? And I linked with Dooley and you know said and all. So I like the city. I'm definitely gonna be out there again. And
hit me up.
I would love to link with y'all and see what y'all doing. I do production too, so I mean see what's up.
Please hit me up. Let's see what we got. Let's do it. I'll stay working.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Have a good, blessed day.
You too.
All right, we're gonna go down to Baltimore. B more. My man DJ Joe Storm. What's up? Maybe he stepped away.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
What's up, Baltimore?
What's going on, brother, man? KeKe, I like to say, man, salute to you, man. Salute. I just want to salute you for the simple fact that number one, you're doing something special with kids. You're doing, you're uplifting the future of our world. Especially with young black kids and just kids in general, man. You uplifting children. So just to hear that and just to know that your contribution to life is a wonderful thing, man. Not only were you great in the music and still great in the music, but you're great in just uplifting our world. So salute to you for that, brother.
Oh, good. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Oh, most definitely. That's all I really got to say, man. Salute. Keep doing what you're doing, man. And just keep inspiring people like you've been doing.
All good. I thank you.
We got some more people coming in here. Seba Wubashe. And we got Coach Bailey in here. So Coach Bailey. And let's see here. We got that's his phone. Coach Bailey, do you have anything you want to say? We're gonna be able to talk to DJ Big Said here in a little bit. It looks like he's walking out. I know he has the signal. Can you hear us now, dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
My people on here, man. But give me a few more minutes, man.
You got it, bro. You know we got you.
Coach Bailey, that's my little bro. That's my little bro.
You got it. You got it.
Hey, Key, I know you know said Key, but said like real talk, quiet. Been coming by my office since I was in my office when me and Nikki was on South Post Oak. And said was one of the DJs from the South that's on here. And is Lisa on here today? Slipknot? Or no, she not on.
Square knot, man. I slipped now.
I said square knot. I'm sorry. I'm square knot. Is Lisa on here?
I'm about to hit her up and get her on here. Give me about
Lisa,
a couple of minutes.
Lisa's from up top. She's in Philly. That's how I met her. I met her through my sister. And bruh, she was actually able to see how the culture kicked in on your records, bro. That's the crazy part. Because she stayed down here for a minute. And bruh, when I tell you, Key, like she was able, like, from somebody from up top, because, you know, sometimes, you know, they move a little slow on the music just depending on how they are, just, you know, because sometimes they just don't have the exposure to it. But when she saw how that all the SEC stuff was started, and the fact that, you know, just how big it was, because, you know, when you coming from there to here, and you finally get a chance to see how people respond to it, say, man, it's a different world. That's why I really wanted her on here, because I really wanted her to see you on here, bro, because I know because she's back up top now, they get it. But man, the one thing about this whole, I call it the DJ social club, they really, like, when they say the DJ information situation, bro, like a lot of these jocks who may not have had the music, even though they may have been aware, I know for a fact that now when they go back and start researching and start pulling things, they'll be able to connect, because the one thing that Lisa taught me was that good music always makes a way to be found and exposed to a crowd. And great DJs like these cats here, that's the reason why I was like, hey, man, I think you really need to do this one, is because, you know, man, like you said, living in the area that we living in with streams, and you start finding stuff, and the fact that you own all of your stuff, bro, it's a beautiful situation. So, man, I just want to say thank you for hopping on here, bro. I just really want to thank you.
It's love. Thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's love. Hey, man, anything that I can make happen, man, to enhance and contribute to me staying relevant and keep going and keeping the culture moving, hey, man, I'm with it.
We definitely appreciate that. And we had a couple more. And I think DJ Miss Official, one of the female DJs in the group, she is here with us now. She was driving. I want to give her an opportunity to give you a shout out. DJ Miss Official, what's up? Unmute yourself, love.
How you doing, Lil KeKe?
How you doing?
Nice to finally meet you. I hear Sid talk about you a lot, so it's good to just hear your story and just hear about a legend that, and finally get to see you. I mean, it's not face to face, but it's definitely, the best that we can really get right now. I was just down in Houston about 3 weeks ago, so I like Houston. It was dope time while I was down there. Came down to the DJ and spent some time. So
thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you for coming. Welcome anytime.
Salute to you and any future endeavors you got going on, and be on the lookout of anything you put out. Definitely.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hit me up when you get back to the city. Make sure I bring you some merchandise, bring you some music or something.
Definitely. I'll definitely be back probably in a few months. I got some business to do down there, so I'll be back soon.
Beautiful.
All right.
Indeed. And then we got Coach Bailey. I don't know if you can hear me. If you want, you can unmute. All right. And then we had, I want to say it's double roof. I hope I got that right.
That's Sebla right there, man.
Sebla.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. I'm Sebla. I'm good friends with Lump and DJ said I'm not in the music business, but I've been around the block. KeKe, you and I knew each other from Pam Harris, who was one of my best friends. And yeah, and Sid just invited me to this, so I appreciate it. I'll just be listening in. Thanks, y'all.
And forgive me for butchering your name, love. My apologies.
It's okay. I'm used to it. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for your support for sure. All right, and now we got Mr. Showtime. He's in here. He's also from Be More.
What up? What's popping?
All good. What's happening, my guy? You good?
Just cool and Lil KeKe, Mr. Showtime representing Rough Riders and Be More City and the Fleet. I just want to say, man, do your thing. I'm over here still banging the been there, done it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
That's the hot joint right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's
the banger.
That's the banger.
I just put it in the chat and told people while you was talking, just put it in the chat and was like, look, y'all need to go bang that right there. That's a banger.
That's what's up. That's the new key right there. Well, it's the old key, but it's the new key and the old key mix. Just trying to stay at it, man. Self-Made 3. It's in play right now.
Hey, man, just keep them bangers coming, man. I'm going to keep rocking you on Rough Riders Radio. I got you.
Salute.
For sure.
All right. So now I know that DJ Big said it looks like he's lighting up his cigar right now. So I know he's ready to get the chat on. So Big said, it's all on you, my brother.
Yeah, man. What it do?
Light the cigar, Big said. I'm lighting mine up. Let's go.
You already know, Lump. I'm on my way, bro. You know I gotta smoke one with you tonight.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, KeKe, man, I really, really appreciate this, man, because you know, you really been holding it down for the South, man, for a minute, bro. You know what I'm
Thank you for
saying?
having
And
me, bro. Thank you
like
for
I
having
told
me.
these boys, I said, man, this is a living legend right here for real, man. Like y'all really don't know how big this is, you know what I'm saying? But
I really
my
appreciate it.
question to you is, what is your favorite screw tape, man?
Oh, you know what's so cold, man? It's my tape,
Yeah.
and I can't even remember the damn name of it. Because it's kind of so significant. It's the first tape me and Pat ever done, though.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
it's the song, it's the tape that got Funk on Your Mind on it.
Yeah,
And
okay.
that's the most significant screw tape song ever, man. That's the first song that me and Fat Pat ever done. And man, that song is very, very big. And you got to be a screw head to be on top of that. We talking some 93, 94 right there.
Yes, yes,
Man,
sir. Yes,
that's
sir.
what the ice right there. So that's always going to be my all-time favorite. Now, don't get me wrong. I love classics like Home Sweet Home, Who's Next with Plex, Leaning on the Switch. These were big screw tapes. But man, let me tell you something, man. No cap, man. Like 25 years later, every screw tape I done was a classic, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you understand all the hooks that all the samples and
All the samples came out of them. Yeah,
that,
no doubt, no doubt.
hey man, you got some of my freestyles where you got two samples in one song. Break them off and Wood Grain Wheel. That's in the same one. Peeping in my window. Chunk of Juice. Screwed and already warned me. Knocking those down. I'm a G. Break man. All these. So when I go back and see all these samples that get made from these screw tapes, the first thing that it tells me that all of them was classics 20-something years later.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I'm just gonna tell you, man, my personal favorite is Leaning on the Switch. It don't get no greater than that. I mean, because I knew about the North Side, South Side stuff. I keep telling them people about this. Like, man, y'all don't realize how crazy it was. And then to see you flip it around and do stuff with Slim Thug and Paul Wall, you know, that really shows some growth. And you know what I'm saying? And for you to still be out here, like I say, doing music, you was the first artist to ever get me to go to Carroll because I swore, you know, I was like, I'm not going over there. But you,
hey man, listen.
You wanna, yeah, man.
Do Carol's every year, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And every year that I've done it, every year I've been saying, man, I ain't going back. Man, you got to go to the trap, man.
Yeah,
you gotta go to the trap. Hey man, let me tell you something. I have some of the most fun going back there, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still grounded. You know what I'm saying? Like sort of. As much as I can go hang out with Beyonce and Jay-Z and them at the stadium, man. They invited me back and we go perform with Khaled in the middle of the NRG. That's beautiful. But at the same time, going to the trap. Hey man, my family's still mad at me, man. I still be want to go to the grocery store. I can't go as much as I used to. People following me and taking pictures everywhere, but I'm still grounded, man. I still like to go to the grocery store, man. So going to Carroll is something that I still I go there once a year, man. Not, I probably go maybe one more than once a year, but I perform now once a year, man. That's the trap, man. Hey, now, that's the longest running club in the city, man. Hey.
I know. Yeah, I took Miss Official by there when she came from New York, man. I was like, you don't know, man. This place here this is it. You know
the
what I'm
trap,
saying?
man.
But,
DJ Oak Cliff, what's up? The trap.
yeah. But like I said, man, I really, really appreciate you coming on, man. I've been checking out your IG when you go on live, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, he's still here, man. You know, you done lost a lot of good people in that group, you know.
Yeah, man.
Hulk, Fat Pat, you know, Mo, Screw is like, damn, but you know, you still here, man. You still holding it down for them, you know?
Hey, man, I still do it for them, man. And a host of other people from that era that ain't even with music, just people who help build that culture that's not able to represent that no more. You know what I'm saying? I still do it for them, and I still try to, and at the same time, I try to tap into what's happening and keep myself relevant and what's going with the IG thing. Hey, man, listen, man, I'm an OG, man. I'm a gangster for real, man. So all that going live and all. I had to adjust to all that, man. Talking on these cameras all day and do. Hey, man, listen. Hey, man, and then it's a gift and a curse. God blessed us so much to really not have. Man, I'm blessed. I don't have to do none of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know what my platform means to the city, what it means to the culture, and what I have to do to keep pushing that forward and keep it going. So that's one of my motivations to keep going, man, keep doing it. I'm just a firm believer of you get everything you're supposed to get when you're supposed to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that I have right now, I matured into that, man, from being successful, being a leader. These are things that, man, I probably been wanting to do, but God put me in a position to do them when I was able and mature enough to do them. So that's where I'm at.
Gotcha.
Hey, KeKe, take a look at who's sitting next to my left, man.
Your riding ass talking about.
Oh shit! Hey, listen.
Get
I don't
your
even got to
riding
see the
ass off that television talking that.
I don't even have to see the face.
Shit.
I don't even have to see the face. I just hear the fucking voice, baby. I don't even see the fucking face. I just hear this nigga.
You using your hand when you talking like Donald Trump.
Fucking right. You know what it is. South Side. What up, Charlie?
Let me see you later.
Yeah, he good, KeKe.
Yeah.
And for y'all who don't know, y'all might not understand this, but the dude sitting next to me, when you hear Face talk about SA Fool, that's the original SA Fool right there. That's Charlie Franks.
Hey, man, don't nobody want to hear that shit, man, talk about no.
What that bitch say?
Nobody want to hear that shit.
Hey, man, tell Charlie to get his ass up out the building, man.
Say they know not to trust you. You talking with your head like Donald Trump.
Man, look. Hey, I'm going. Hey, Big Sid. Look.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all this. Thank y'all for having me, man. Y'all know I'm Charlie. No, man. Hey, Lump, you gotta be a special nigga to get me to stop during the day to do any goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and I appreciate it, dog. Like Sid was like, can you get him, man? Can you get him? I was like, yeah, I can get him, man. I got you, man. So thank you, Key. Thank you, Sid, for pushing me to do my damn job.
Key, I need that big and tall stuff, man. I don't need none of that little extra small.
Listen what I do. Listen what I do. I make the big cat sexy now too. Don't even worry about it. I got it. I'm gonna take care of you big and tall. I'm gonna have you sexy, big and tall. Let me know what you want. I got you. That's what I do. Yeah. Hey man, let me say this here before I clock out. Hey man, thank you, Lump. Thank you, Sid. Thank you to every DJ. Hey man, I just want to tell y'all this here what you know. I appreciate all the praise and everything that y'all give us for being a legend, but man, I'm grateful and very appreciative that to be still in your thoughts, your prayers, your considerations to even talk to. I'm not beyond and past that. I'm here and God's still blessing me, man. God knows, man, I'm good. I don't have to do any of this no more. You know what I'm saying? But I still do it because of the love y'all show me. So having me here today, I appreciate it. I want to tell y'all, thank y'all for everybody who came in, everybody who saluted me, everybody who who's still participating and supporting my whole career, man. You know what I'm saying? I just want to tell y'all thank you. Selfmade713.com. That's the website. Selfmade3 in stores right now. And man, just thank y'all. Tap in anywhere. Don Key 713. That's my platform. The most things that I got, Twitter, Facebook, you know what I'm saying, Instagram. But I love y'all, man. Appreciate the DJs, man. And tap in. Big O, you know what it is.
Much love to you, man. And we really appreciate you again, man. And from us to you, man, we just say thank you, thank you, thank you. You are family, just like, anytime you want to pop in, we here. If you need us to do something, we here. You got projects you want us to listen to or you got out there.
Hey, we're going to do that. We're going to set up something so we can listen to Self-Made 3. That's my thing, man. I'm trying to get the most out of it. So the next thing we'll set up, man, we'll come in, bring a DJ in, play by 4-5 joints. I tell y'all how I feel about them, how we made them, man. We'll just do something different. We'll set it up. I'm with it.
Let's do it.
All right, y'all boys be good. Big O, holla at me.
Peace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man, Square Now, look, bro, you don't know how much I appreciate this because let me tell you something, man. I just don't know how that, like, dog, y'all don't even understand. Him and Scarface are two of the hardest dudes to get to do interviews.